Besima Kusu Bempayala. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bibia Bokodia.
Yeah, Bibia fine.
Me kai say started AFCON wo de waka. Sir Morocco for na chere say look. Urban infrastructure the MZ Africa will be any even Europeans no kra no. Bi mo okra bi odo mo toto Morocco ho a with kakra mo show dia chere no. Ezo mo kra no mo no mo emen but they see enra ema at a point Senegal for no so mo game ni biem no. Nipa be believe say as a tarnish the image of Africans.
And it is true. Rich. Obia odi tournament bema so won host piano. Anase ono ankasa beba no abesrese tournament be se me host piano. We will prepare money to build infrastructure. Ebia do the standard of the Morocco Sea, you know. But Rich, Equatorial Guinea host the AFCON. They built a nice stadium. Yakoye, nebe bia ukubia very very neat. The last time you call Ivory Coast, they invested 1 billion euros in building infrastructure on Ivory Coast. And to be honest with you, Stadium Bia Ekoye Bia was spot on. Enti untimi infa infrastructure nkwa. And two say you are the standard of hosting a competition. And no maybe break down. Now, you see, in all honesty, Rich, when you CAF Champions League, when you Confederations Cup, RS Berkane against Simba, there is an African Cup of Nations.
It's a final.
No, and your final no kwa. Which Mami Musa we. Morocco. In the 2030 World Cup, our co-host with Portugal and Spain. So Omushia England. Nasa Pickford and the towel and in the water bottle no. Ever turn in chair post cinema. Would they go and take it? Would they order the stewards nenes bob if I say Monko found near Van Cotonjine? So what kind of behavior is that? In Sabari mu telling us say PSV na obono. In the Dutch Eredivisie, goalkeeper si ko post mo for mo tawo no water bottle nko enko to mo je opom.
Who de bia?
It's a shot for Kimi, what about Real Madrid, what about Dortmund, what about Paris Saint-Germain, what about Champions League, FIFA Club World Cup? Is he telling us he doesn't know? Say goalkeepers come upon they almost do not the towel and feed him to echo to Munjay. Don't they know this? So what is that?
I'm saying a bibishim.
I'm Bobo and Intimin Connect. What is that in criticism of Bobo and someone deputy keeper? I say, yeah, put bodyguard, ma, obe tower. What kind of criticism is that?
I say, Mo.
It's too shameful. Who has seen the God of Wofu? If you watch the videos, then you ask yourself, now who's Sabari? What could Jina Hosadi? So we have police in you. What kind of any guasini?
I tell you, Samo, Asama Ayala can want some no. Yet the pictures and the videos in the tour. Enti unzo beti me abano ababe he Asama Ayala kasisi an end. Me hoza Sabali and Senegal for no more deputy goalkeeper no. Okutata unu di na Sabali.
What kind of any guasem?
Ani oza town bi biom tie so fata on the view.
Sanka esi wo Tanzania near here. Kabe hu West and Kombe Yusu. But Rich, this is absolutely nonsense. The omoye you know. What is this? Must I police a towel for my goalkeeper? Ana sebi. Abochimpo no mo bona wo. We yebo tournament no. Even the final insulto. Yeah. Na insulto so goalkeeper no. Se no ho na se nanim no ope bibia pepa nanim se na bi obe ede no fanye.
And the town.
Don't we see this in football?
It's not like first time goalkeeper be yebi.
So what is their problem?
And normal to every goalkeeper yebi unless they be on.
Problem here.
I'm saying the woman is an
Edward Mendy. Even at Chelsea, what did you do in it?
Sure.
In the Premier League, who was the World Cup? Who was the AFCON Kakaria? I didn't hear Premier League. Who was the Girona controversy? What is this? No, a pong game now. Pochman's press conference. Moroccan journalist. Wako bo pap tia tutuo. Ama wanye post match po. And it's over now. Pap tao. Ni interview biya as a journalist. I miss zone. And I one be watching oh baby. Official post-match press conference. He wasn't able to do it. What kind of host nation here? Host nation that wants to win by all costs? And she said, the World Cup by Morocco, they want to win it at all costs. And they are going to show South Sudan way to the rest of the world. No. You don't become too desperate to win a tournament because you have hosted it. Sebi. Morocco, the first semi-finals of the World Cup. And then Katakromo no go. Tama no okure nim. Where was Qatar the host nation? No one vimu da. And to. So what is this? The fact that you host the competition, I just say, I also winning. Mimi domu and the level of baby Omadruno and what they were doing, I just can't phantom it.
Na Senegal for no so yem mobium. Coach is mum free park and so nko. Fa trophy no.
Now Rich. You see, Senegal the was triggered by two incidents.
First one. Go no machine disallow you know. To you a go and you go.
Clear go. Far over no. Ye be two corner. Ye me and you idea and says here which football is a contact game is acceptable. Say Osha footage ni bi ma. Time a corner ni ye be two no. Hashan Fakimi, who was involved in that incident, never watched the ball.
Oh, he player no.
Yes, I need the answer to impede the player. Senegal player. Hashan Fakimi tried to stop him by pushing him. No, so I prevent him my own pushing him. Had the eye on the ball. Nasa ball number. Na ye the force push ye. Na ohonya de no akoto from na ko pimbo na bopo. Nice Islam as I follow the river no head ball to net boy. Referee o ma hweso da. Rich, with all due respect, in the era of VAR, why do you hasten to take a decision in the box?
Born class out on net. So take your time, go and watch it.
In the era of VAR, you don't hasten to take a decision in the box. Anuntina. And conform we decision no taken a subjective. Say no referee who no. But Rich, we've explained. Among comfort as I say, Yan Favia am to referee the game. No momuno. Crucial decision me to say offside. Red card. Go. And it's no man. Say omo VAR room or and we say decision now referee na taking no and a clear and obvious error there also we can add this so man question and see I don't have a problem with the referee on the pitch and what or no see or who here to be a foul with your whistle here but Rich the VAR for no is to watch this crucial moment of the game
and prompt the referee
so almost share no review footage, you know. No, there was a clear, the underlying word is clear and obvious error. From the referee, yeah, they must call the referee. No, this say, look, this is now I take up back in the see the two video now, yeah, said this is now I take there is a clear and obvious error that you yourself need to review your decision again.
Okay, so is it not a matter of maybe some more room hono? After review, I'm saying okay. I'm going to referee no decision.
And that is where the problem is. Obia obenya akonya to watch the video, replay, slow motion, and say on the referee no ayade and that there's no clear and obvious error, then that person is judging the issue wrongly.
This over Senegal for no. Time I born to turn a referee so media ma ya mobile. Still now no more insist, including a puppeteer of course. Because short referees said, look, young question for
exactly because who says I'm not funny and so you develop yaba. At the technical bench, there is this tablet it gives you instant replay. And it's a BBC. Now me other coaches instant replay no. No more catch me say, Sabi see it to be push on however, they will take the decision for us. Why won't I push? And then a man on and for doubts as to whether omuye adwumani yie no e ba into udan camera freedom ponko have an umbra no maka je say the omuye no was correct.
But I say the point of departure or of those that say that is why VAR did not come into play is how VAR works. VAR is supposed to work in an instance like this when the referee has made an error and red card, goal scoring opportunity. In this case,
still
before say goal nation, referee blow say it's a foul. So what are we going to contend? We can't contend the goal before the whistle came before the goal. That is why for people who support Ayala saying that then referee it's too quick to blow the whistle.
And
I make an but Van Timim in that instance because when he can't balance a ball they turn at him. But referee Nankasach or you too quick. And also my personal argument is that social referee position I mean him say social media teammates Menyamaya. Oh you know? So he looks as if he is clear in his mind.
And you see that's clear.
We are to the penalty corner.
That's clear in his mind. With what the engine I am here. And then I'm going for almost perception a deep in say. Akwa so ordinary park no. You have some motive be say.
Chinchina me the mema women haje.
Exactly. You wouldn't have to take a foul in that incident. You allow the play to end. Someone allow play to end there. Then you know said if I wrestle now, the VAR people can do their job on my call. But in your smart way, you try to even deny a VAR intervention in the play. What are you telling us?
Now to the penalty call.
Oh, no,
okay.
Diop was just dump. It was just dump. In the era of year, you push you a bit from say there was a young quiet referee. And you see, in that instant, I am wasn't go for the question referee. Did the referee take a penalty? No. It was Brahim Diaz. And who said, I me. Say my attention, Basso. No VAR for the catcher officer on Yina. No ordinary who pay. You will take the penalty. The Senegalese left back was just damp. Now, Yaji penalty at Yao. In 2025, Obo AFCON final for a coach that has won the champ. Who's he Mobium? Sevi. What kind of decision is that? You can't exercise emotional intelligence. Look, you can delay the play. You can delay it. As oh yeah, you commotion or bench. But to say, that is no leadership. That is totally unacceptable at the highest level. Pop Tiao. I am the son of Pay Wababe apologizing. That is totally unacceptable. Now, Mamincha Wadibia me observe here. The moment Pop Tiao catch the places on the dressing room. Minim so on footage where there's a footage of El Hadji Diouf in a video call
on his phone.
You think say where?
President Anna.
It's going to be the people from Senegal.
Me the name I am adwin class be a president in
because Alhaji Diop follow the Senegalese team just as Tornado Stephen Appiah follow the Black Stars. Ex-player, part of the management team. He's in charge of player relations in this man. So he made a call. Then they are telling him, say, look, don't stand there for the coach to disgrace Senegal. Tell Pekwe say they should go back and play. CSCM, are we the first say this year? Let's fight to the end. People who know CCN, if even that is correct, that penalty was clear. But so number 2, the moment Sadio Mane was hesitant to follow, I knew he was going to do Bibia. Ebeman aye middleman. Rich.
At a point cross on it, look,
in the heat of things, you need a mature person to get cool heads. And that time, Sadio Mane decided to have a cool head. To say, oh, yes, and go for both. But my man, calm it down. Now, he first went to Claude Roy. When my son Claude was a catcher. Claude Catcher is a woman say referee and yet all decisions now when right. But this game here in age we are not playing it for him yourself. And yet Senegal, Morocco. Everyone is watching. So lead the team, let them take the right decision. That is what Sadio Mane came to say, Claude Roy catcher. And Nuna, free one Alhaji Diop, a pair crime is man about. Look at and say, look, you don't go if you say, no matter what, we should play. And you can catch a place in some. Then there's a video on Sadio Mane. Oh, Tremika. Oh, you say, oh, Tremika could dress you one. And then coach any players. No, he need to go with a certain name. Go and mention, say, Diop will say, assume a CC Yankobo. And that name should be a name that the dressing room and that free Sadio Mane and no pay. They will say, then let's go. Now, Rich, for Omo say there was a shutdown. There's a say penalty. No, look.
What shut down all say penalty? Look, I didn't AFCON. Over 50 years, AFCON.
It is not even funny to make that assertion. Now, Matisse and Gofo say, oh, Brahim Diaz or a left-footed. Now, penalty or the right in the boy. They've not watched this AFCON. Morocco has a penalty against Mali. This AFCON, Brahim Diaz took that penalty against Mali with his right foot. Or the 9 final. And the boss penalty against Mali in this same tournament. Rich, the guy wanted to score.
Oh, Bobo
Morocco Beji trophy, no, after 50 years. There is no conspiracy theory to this. That was him trying to win the AFCON for his country.
Because we are talking about Brahim Diaz. This tournament, I'm telling you, it's in Morocco.
And go say,
best player.
Yes, he won the player of the tournament. And go say,
simple player of the tournament.
And more beyond so so. That conspiracy, Africans, we love conspiracy theories too much.
Never done this crucial moment.
You know what is at stake? Who is even going to arrange that? Who don't want to arrange that?
Morocco for Senegal for
Morocco. Look, forget about that debate.
Anyway, when Mr. Branton or say a penalty na supporting the Goofy.
Of course,
Goofy. Massa, this time. Boy, to net, you pay that driving coffee.
Is he rich? Sometimes, when you are far away from the incident, Morocco, Cromwell. They don't know what is at stake.
You have gone 50 years.
Massa, do you know the kind of investment they've done to host and win a tournament? Yaji time penalty at 2 months. Also, I said I saw Kobobo not watching. For what? Fair play. No more fair play.
Don't copy my because see Diaz, as a Madrid player, wanted peace to reign. It is intentional, Masa.
Onya some no kakano. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Nanka, me pacho have confirmed and yeka.
Also, peace. I don't.
Peace, not
a United Union.
And you see, Ayala. So I was almost a salsa now man for cake and I saw me the two baby cry. Diaz and I can ask him, Panatino. Only the digital referee. I can't too much.
Why did they tell me I could survive?
And so, Morocco,
Rich.
He is the best player for the tournament.
Let's not waste time on that.
Look, but Senegal for no deserve
the best team won the tournament.
Okay.
Senegal right from the beginning of the tournament. Rich, as you say, team BN have gone over team no mababo. Morocco for the pa. This Sunday, they shall arrange for another final. Senegal will be them. They are a better team than the Moroccans. They are better structured than the Moroccans. They have endured character at this level than the Moroccans. And finally, finals. Ehu empopro bia ekoma Senegal than Morocco. Uni mi dey America, Rich. Morocco for person who winning AFCON no. It will not come at their first final. And so today make us say which now.
Uzi be at the next edition.
Yes. Opa. Mayambo AFCON biem. Na Morocco go do final. See abo Ghana hamper Rich, they will win it. That is football for you. And to Senegal are deserving champions, even though the decision not to play no is sinful. At the highest level. Football. He came back to help them because at the time the consumer by him Rich referee penalty na. Senegal for it then. And Morocco for the boy and Ibrahim that score. That prolonged agitation, a lot of pressure. But the fact that it is good doesn't mean it is right.
Sure.
And you know, Sana Yebeheno, look, Emma Yebumfu, if the international media is covering the AFCON on the controversies. Rich, that is the biggest story. And unim, Dakro, Nyame Nkuye, Neye Juma we are, years to come. Utia Kunyam say na would the AFCON come on radio. Na all revisit the history of finance. I have bonny the winner. Rich, the only kind of say you are talking about Morocco 2025 will be these controversies.
Insurance of 4.5. Friends, I'll say I'm very happy with the decision of the coach. It will make everyone see how the Moroccans were intimidating everyone just to win the trophy.
Rich.
Govi?
Oh, maybe my hero is Papetiao. You see, in life, there is always a time where there is change. Meaning, Sandianya voice now. I've seen Peter Mosimani complain about this North African attitude. The beer. We needed to look them in the face at their home. Baby Omanka say investment and then force their hand. Yes, we will give a lot of plaudit to Sadio Mane, Nicolas Leroy, and El Hadj Diouf. Outstanding gentlemen. But on the night, Papitia did his job by protecting the players. No, coach players, anyone can show say, before 3-3, we need dwells, you're physical. Now, Uditiana was answered with general Finechi. Then, how is he a leader? He is no coach. You can't be a general that is constantly sending
Isaac Bannerman
in the way of fire.
So, how come, after all that happened, Sadio Mane becomes the hero?
He doesn't need. The coach doesn't need to be the hero.
And your coach in Asamnamiko. Yeah. For all that happened, how come Sadio Mane then becomes the hero of the day?
No, was saving the image of African football.
So it's a bigger picture.
The bigger picture.
And
the bigger picture for Senegalese people on the night. It's not about heroics.
So it's Fifi saying, you see, now in football, baby ever heard Bobia. say if a coach actually say you're taking decision at Tiana because he has trained his team for the whole week. Now just had decision at Tiana.
No, it's a different situation.
Any different situation.
In my opinion, that's my opinion. In my opinion, it's a different situation. So once you say that's a different situation for a whole month.
Isaac, Banamano say between message say between Brian Diaz and Asamoah penalty, which one is more painful?
Which for 1 month the Moroccans are done what they are done. And 1 week I said for 1 month the Moroccans are done that. Allow me to also flow.
Yeah, time.
No, respectfully, my Mr.
Matia.
Me say for 1 month the Moroccans are done that. When they go across Africa, they blatantly disrespect us and make us look like we are second-class human Africans. Okay. On the nights like that, they have to be shown where the power lies.
That video was his time as Sundowns.
And so they take a piece of kind.
And they were intimidating.
Exactly. And so
they love to intimidate.
But we will beat them. Not powerful.
It doesn't. No, but you see the piece of voice. The piece of voice doesn't vindicate anything.
No, it does not. But I want us
so then what?
It is not vindication.
One after the other.
Nobody wants to vindicate anybody's job. A perspective. No, a perspective. Respectfully. One perspective is that you wanted peace. Somebody was the hero. Fine. I'm saying that for revolutions, for things to change from the African point of view, they are not Africans. They are young. Those who are some of the Sahara. Things like that.
Okay, maybe I could remember sorry. And then capacity out into me and correct no kind of say look. Incident now whatever who I reference dia who me ababo penalty dey tia ye no. Ya be say delay game no I mean catch a reference say look ye feel say penalty now agi dey tia ye no nya adwen. But to tell your players or move smoking out. Every park and no more dressing room. Yes, wrong.
We are protesting it. At the end of the day, Baba boy.
You see, at the end of the day,
Baba boy.
At the end of the day, what were Senegal protesting? The penalty. Was it the penalty or not?
No, they were protesting on the fair treatment. They came.
The penalty was
no. Even in your submission, I said two things led to that. What you said was
when the disallowed goal came, did Papa Tiao call his players to walk out?
No.
So and no one protested.
He did.
You get it. So what?
But where did they be? Fantastic. Good. So premier Bopaya say
and 100% me corner Fifi no say it comes down to the penalty ne take it no.
Ayala.
But you Fifi Uti. You've admitted that was a penalty. So what was he protesting?
Ayala, but the North Africans, I don't know where Papi
Tiao. I don't know who protesting. Protesting against a legitimate penalty against him.
If you can go to anytime if you know go to Johannesburg, now the Korea South Africa.
No, me Fifi, me no ya adwen pa o. 100 even 200%. Because there be am say North Africans intimidation here too much. But you see, baby, I'm a small problem and say you as the head coach, you don't tell your players at this moment. AFCON final.
Mami ka some ni Fifi.
Time nti enye na
o de mami ka some
yeni league no so nko.
Only Fifi ya dream to some extent. Mupa muminu. Mumma on record. Etie frontier say mama say mo say what Papa Tiao did was good. O de even do the right, but it was good. One day Mutia ebi be suing Ghana Premier League nim. You will come and raise issues that didn't coach in years, and people will refer you say, now Papa Tiao no free Senegal yeah.
Say kutoko yibi.
Musi right.
I say yem
unless they be no who had no your own.
I coaches
but you see
every day.
You protest. Nobody is against your protest. But you don't tell your players say you free pack.
So entina me so me kase.
Sadio Mane no captain the perform man.
Entina me kase.
Enya gala na
sa niema kakra bi na Senegal for sure.
And of course I
but to tell you players
Cameroon.
Apart from them,
Cameroon and Mino,
Cameroon,
but they are Nigeria. Otomunya go keep a first out the coin. And I didn't first out of everybody in Kaumi.
Yemra from Pato time. Piece of voice, I'm saying, young power.
You see, time. I mean,
add anything to the conversation. Your stance is well made.
Piece of voice in the Bible. Yes,
you mean cousin. It is when the journalists were asking him, what do you take? Don't do that to your listeners. Rich, don't allow your listeners to listen to Peter. Yama telephone piso ya sam you there. Fifi say ya ma piso. On the do there. Yente piso Maximani.
Yeah, it's a Champions League game with big emotions and all the things. They do this to us in Morocco. They do this. We go anywhere. Everybody bullies us. It's about time Sundowns come up and play Champions League. They do this to us. We don't find ball boys. They come to South Africa, they want to bully us? No, we have, even local, we know what to do. If people bully us, we give it back. Gone are the days.
Is that what you're also saying to your players going down the tunnel during the first half, saying, why don't you do this? Because it was that gamesmanship you were talking about pre-match.
No, the North Africans, they are always bullying everybody. Always. They bully referees, they bully everybody. They don't want to lose. They're going to lose tonight. We beat them fair and square. 2 legitimate goals, they must go home. When we lose in Wydad, in Casa, we don't do anything. We walk out properly. What is all this? Wydad is used to winning and pushing and bullying the referees and bullying everybody. Not in Atresville.
Okay, according to Pixel, I said no for no bully at all. Go be an answer. I'm can be on for Tobia. Yes, your memory view.
Much better because boy, no move free one.
Yeah, I think
I'm attacking Timbers near dinner. Come set up Timbers.
I know Morocco. Morocco.
Okay, the Ghana Premier League, Monday 19. I'm a boss because